Hey, what's up LEGO fans? It's Candy and this is LNC Bricks. Today we are doing a review of last week's speed build, set number 11509, the Flowering Cactus. If you haven't watched that video yet, go ahead and check that out by clicking the link in the description. The Flowering Cactus is a more recent botanical theme set, and as of right now, you can still get it in stores and at lego.com. Honestly, if you're really wanting this set, it's everywhere. You can literally find this set anywhere you go. Okay, maybe not everywhere, but close. It is currently on lego.com for $34.99, but I do think they have it at Costco for cheaper. Jumping right in, I definitely have both positive and negative things to say about this set. The first thing you noticed is obviously the box. I thought this set was really appealing. Every time I passed it on the shelf, I wanted it. I think the pink and the green just look so good together, and I don't know, it just looked like a fun set to display. When you opened it, there were the instructions and then 4 bags. So a pretty good size set. Obviously not huge, but not as small as I was thinking. The first 2 bags are the main build, and then the last 2 are more of the details, so that's why the bags get smaller as you go. Now, for the build itself, I really loved how they connected the pieces. When you watch our full building video, you'll see that each item is broken down into 2 built parts that get hooked in a really interesting way. It's hard for me to explain, but like the blue pot is 2 separate builds and it's combined by like a little square on the inside. It was funny, when I was building it, I thought I had built it wrong since that square was sticking out. So just keep that in mind. If you're building it, you are doing it correctly if that piece is sticking out. For the actual cactus, each one is made out of 2 builds, and you flip one of them over and it latches together really nicely like a puzzle piece. So that was probably my favorite thing from this build. This was a very repetitive build, so I was able to do a lot from memory because all the spiky pieces were built pretty much the same way. That's why I did the snapshots in the video where I snap my fingers and you see them all pieced together, because you were going to see the same thing 100 times if I didn't. So this may be a positive thing for maybe a beginner, but for me, who is somewhere in the middle, this made the build really boring after a while. The biggest struggle I had was at the end when adding on the flower petal pieces. I like the look of the end result, but good grief, this style of hooking these pieces on really annoys me. I always bump pieces off by barely touching them, and it's amazing how far they pop off. So that irked me. And the literal last pieces of the build, these flowers right here, these were the only things in the instructions that I could not see clearly. I realize that you can build it however you want, but I'm a perfectionist, and the fact that I had a hard time seeing where each flower went was driving me crazy. And then add in the same issue of bumping something with my fingers and it flying off really put a negative ending to the build. I know that sounds dramatic, but it was true. The size of the finished flowering cactus, I'd say, was a good display size. It looks to be approximately 4 or 5 inches wide and 8 inches tall. So it looks nice on your desk or on a shelf for sure. To sum up my thoughts, I would say that overall this is a great build for a beginner. It's repetitive and pretty easy. I would just go in knowing that the flower pieces are easy to bump off, which again is really annoying. But yeah, it's only 4 bags and 2 of them are pretty small, so you should get done with it fairly quickly. Do I love this set? I think it just ended on a bad note. I had high expectations because the box was so pretty, and I've built the other succulent sets and I really enjoyed those. But I don't know, something about this set was not my vibe. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know if I'm being too harsh or if you agree. Make sure to leave those comments below and give this video a thumbs up. If you have any ideas for videos or builds you want to see in the future, make sure to let us know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!